So I'm not going to be doing much today. I just wanted to show you all the trees here. So all the hardy ones are out here all the time regardless. Every now and then I tend to lose, if anything it'll be a seedling or quite a young tree, but most things in pots, as long as they're not completely frozen for too long, they should be fine. Even then, most of the time they're fine. I lost a few Japanese maple seedlings last year. They're all out here at the moment, but like I said, it's not actually that cold. Yeah, they'll be fine. I did end up putting them in the greenhouse last year when we had -11 °C predicted. I put them in there, and then I just kept them in there for the rest of the year. Rest of the winter, sorry. At the moment though, it's just the sort of semi-hardy ones, or ones that I've done stuff to recently, which I'm keeping in here. Chinese elm, and little seedlings that I really want to keep alive, like these wisteria, and this, I think they call it many things, like staghorn and stuff, but can't remember the exact name of that, but we've got the fig. They can survive outside, but they're better off in the greenhouse. And the ones that I've worked on recently, haven't showed you them yet, but they're in here too. There's a new Chinese junipers that I've just done a little bit of work on, not too much. The video's really long, so I'm in an iron whether to put it out there or not, or just shorten it or something. But got these two new Chinese junipers, £4 each. And I've got the Royal Empress tree cuttings in here. They probably would be alright outside, but I'm really keen on keeping them alive, so bring them in here. And I've got a couple of new little things here. These were £1.99. But it doesn't really say what they are. Pernetia mix. So some sort of little shrub. I just thought the berries looked cool, and they could potentially be little bonsai trees, I guess. If not, it'll be practice material. A few other things that I've worked on recently in here as well. But yeah, we've had a fair amount of snow, and there is a little bit more in the forecast, and it's going to drop down to -3 tonight. I bring the bloody artichoke in here. It was just the bulb I found when I was digging over. I thought I'd put it in a pot, and a few weeks later this is it. So that's good. I'll pop that back out in the ground at some point. I've lost 2 artichokes by planting them out in the ground. I don't know what happens to them. But anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little update of the veg garden at the moment. The larches are pretty much bare now, you can see. All the last of the needles are falling off. Everything else, there's a few leaves on the Japanese maples still. And the other little sort of semi-evergreen things. Strangely enough, this currant bush started growing back. I think when it warmed up it grew back a bit, and now it's going to die off again, but it will be fine. Other than that, the only green things is the evergreens. Little piceas and the spruces, and the pine there in the middle. I think they're Sitka spruce, and I think the pine is a Scotch pine or something, I don't know. But it's probably sort of a native one, or a very common one, because I salvaged that and it had grown wild where it was, so Garlic's doing okay, it's buried under the snow. I've got a couple of Escalania bushes. I've had these a couple of years. I did cut them right back with the intention of bonsaiing them, and then I just let them grow again for almost 2 years, and this is what they are at the moment. So I want to work on them at some point, because they have got the beginnings of nice little trees. Quite thick at the bottom, that one. And that one's not as thick, but got potential anyway, so I will work on them at some point. So there's also another flowering currant which I planted in the ground. That was a cutting last year, and that's grown loads. So I'll keep an eye on that. Probably won't prune it because I want to see some flowers on it in the spring. And I've got various other things, which most of them I've shown you at some point. There's the big magnolia tree. The leaves are all coming off. That grew quite a bit this year, and it's definitely survived the transplant. We dug it up from the ground. I did a video on that. I've got my Rowan trees, mountain ash, which we pruned in the video as well, along with the birch. And there's a birch clump over there. The hawthorns as well, which I've shown you. We've got 3 in that pot. Various bits of wire on some of them. The birch trees that we planted in the ground, and I did a video recently on pruning them, so I have pruned them a little bit more since then. If I walk past and I see something and it annoys me, I tend to just prune it and not record it. So that's them at the moment. Sorry about that, guys, my battery died because I had you on 4K. I've just switched you to 1080p just to finish off the last bit of the video. Hopefully my storage won't run out again. So yeah, I've got a few more other things planted here, and I've got all the fruit trees are there, and a lot of seedlings. Most of these collected this year, and the maples grown from seed. They're about 2 years old or so now. The cherry tree stumps, which I did a video on, where they were giant suckers from a big cherry tree. I've got the field maple, which was a volunteer seedling in a plant pot, just sprung up. Another Japanese maple there. That's probably one I've bought from a supermarket. I don't think that's a seedling. Kiwi vine there. I've pruned back and left more of it. Hopefully we'll get some kiwis. Grapevines. And the raspberry canes I'm trying to train up over that. That's just a little pop-up shed thing just to store some bits. I plan on putting all the plant pots in there as well. So yeah, interesting day in the garden. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Hope you're all good. Enjoy the snow if you've got it, be careful, and I'll see you on the next one.